Hi there. Today I'm doing an interview with Ravanah Gaming, who's a member of a new streaming community, and you can find them on levelcap.com. First question is, what can you tell us about yourself and the work you do? Well, if I tell a little bit about my background, I've studied music in different forms 2 decades now, and music is close to my heart. On 2010, I decided to make private YouTube music videos for my friends and family and for myself to test out the YouTube platform. But on 2013, I just had this urge that I wanted to try out making public videos and see how it was like. And I noticed the lack of Gabriel Knight covers on YouTube, and that got me started with the idea that I wanted to create a Gabriel Knight cover. So I started out with St. George's Books theme, which is probably the most recognizable theme in the first Gabriel Knight game. And that was, in a sense, like I was showing off my gratitude, or some sort of creating a memory for myself or other viewers, just indulge in this nostalgia related to Gabriel Knight. I didn't think of the cover I didn't think of it much during that time, but I soon realized that there was this huge and dedicated fan group around Gabriel Knight and Sierra Games, and I received a lot of positive feedback on that video, so that's why I continued on. And that got me thinking, like, what is it about with game music that you can just listen to it on and on, probably hours on end, and you don't get bored with it. So I'm interested of that concept and idea. Question number 2, you seem to be affectionate about Gabriel Knight series. Can you tell us about your experience with the series? Which game is your favorite? My favorite game of the series is the 3rd one, because that was the first game I got introduced with. I love the series because the stories, they consist supernatural elements and mystery, dark themes and dark humor, and also great game music. A lot of the Gabriel Knight songs, they sound great when you play them on piano. And they're kind of easy to play. So beginner, intermediate piano players, they can play the tunes. So eventually, like, no matter what, some of the songs and themes got stuck in my head. And just recently I uploaded Gabriel Knight Sins opening theme cover on YouTube, and I had this small Rambo video related to that theme. And when I was making that Rambo video, I was just like, I realized that there were these multiple layers, multiple angles you can interpret the song. And Robert Holmes, as a composer, has taken, you could say, artistic liberties, has taken advantage of artistic liberties. If you probably understand what I mean, but the songs and the music, they aren't conventional. So, and that's a good thing. If you compared Gabriel Knight game music to other game music soundtracks, it will stand out, definitely. Question number 3. What are your favorite video game soundtracks? My favorite video game soundtracks, and I thought about this quite a while, but I have to be honest and say that Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines is my favorite game soundtrack. And even though the music is quite simple and it consists with electronic beats and sounds, digital sounds, but still some of the transitions, even they're quite small, interval changes are quite small. I truly feel it. I feel those musics. I feel that I'm on that or in that atmosphere or the surroundings, and it's like this slow tempo usually. It's not like all sad or aggressive or melancholy type of music. It has some comic, humoristic sides as well. So I think Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines is my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. Other ones that came into my mind were Monkey Island, The Curse of the Monkey Island, truly magnificent, beautiful soundtrack with a lot of different variety. Also Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror, even though it doesn't have like real music type of background music, still those small little delicate sounds here and there when you progress the game, progress in the game, they're so rewarding. And sometimes when I'm playing the piano, I come across with a certain chord or harmony or melody that was used in Broken Sword game music. I instantly and automatically think of Broken Sword and think how simple this is, but still it has so great impact on me, and it's affecting me so greatly. Also, I gotta mention L.A. Noire as a game music soundtrack. I love the opening theme of L.A. Noire. I love Chinatown, the movie, so L.A. Noire is just beautiful. Also, there are these songs with singing. I love Torched song. I always kill the things that I love. That's one of my favorite songs in game world. What else? I was thinking like what would be a great soundtrack for you if you want to learn something or find out something new. And I was thinking that Pedro Gamacho, who has composed music for a point-and-click game called A Vampire Story, the soundtrack it has so much variety. It's mostly this haunting type of slow operatic singing songs or tracks, and then there are these folk music, Slavic sounds or rhythms and chords, and Irish folk music. So I used to listen to that soundtrack a lot. There were some good songs in that soundtrack. Question number 4: are you a gamer? If so, what type of games you like the most? Yeah, I do play games. I used to play games more, but nowadays when I'm doing this, I rarely have time to play any games. But when I have the time, and usually during the year I have seasons when I have more spare time or free time, I play first person role play, shooting, a lot of shooting, games with a lot of not a lot of, but supernatural elements. I like that type of games. Question number 5: what are your next projects? Do you compose any original music? I do compose my own music, and I have this goal to release my own songs once in a while here on YouTube. But I mostly want to create covers. And I want to create covers with a twist to them. I don't want to be this copycat doing things exactly as the original. I want to bring me and my personality into the picture and create different perspectives on things. I do like game music and I want to continue on making game music covers, but I also want to do just mainstream music covers as well. And I'm fascinated about modern noir themes. That's something that I just want to look into and do more of. Question number 6. When you're not playing music, what else do you do? When I'm not making music, well, it's quite simple. I have to move my body, obviously. I'm sitting quite a lot. I need to move my body. I get all these pains and aches in my body if I don't. I love cooking, and when I have a lot of free time, I want to do some art, like painting or drawing, or even jewelry making, aka silversmith crafts. Question number 7. If your viewers want to follow you, where can we find you? Where can you find me? Well, I have several platforms that I have account on, but I don't use them all. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon on name Katja Savia. On Steam, I use a username StarLikeThee. So, that was all the 7 lucky number 7 questions. Check out levelcap.com. We see each other next time. Bye.